Ah! Ugh. So I was gonna wait to start. Well, actually, I don't even know. I was gonna wait to start because OpenAI is doing like a live stream right now. It's day 9 of 12 days of OpenAI. Not my Christ. I'm kidding. All right. So a really cool thing. I've been wanting to like vlog about this or talk. I mean, I've been like writing about it and thinking about it and talking about it for like so long, but I like have never formalized it into a vlog because I kind of wanted to like really distill my thinking down into like the thing that I want to say. But there's no one thing that I want to say. It's more that I want to hear what everyone has to say. I guess that's actually a really great thing. That's a really good sentence. So something that I've been, where did the genesis of this thought come from? I don't even know. I truly don't even know. There's a lot of like moments that I remember that like basically like reinforced the thinking and was like, this is a good thought train. Also, this garden, it's like a community garden. It's not a community garden, but you are allowed to walk through it, which is really nice. It's managed by an organization. I don't know this organization, so that's not me being shady. It's just like, what does managed mean? What is an organization? But I really like it here. It's beautiful. Okay, so this vlog will be published on, okay, squirrel, do you want to go? You want to go? Huh? You want to go? To the future? What's up? How you doing? I mean, I had like a realization that like I want to be friends with squirrels thing, it's like very misguided. Because this is a wild animal. I actually had a conversation with the AI that was basically like, animals have figured out non-verbal collective action, or like non-human words collective action. That's something that humans have not figured out. So like, if push came to shove, like probably like a handful of squirrels, or like maybe like 3 squirrels could probably just like actually kill me, which is so funny. Because they would want to do that because, like, I am a food source to them instead of, like, a fun person to hang out with. So that's pretty cool. But I did get friendly with, like, the squirrels in this area, and, they've just been really friendly, which is disconcerting. So I hope I don't have to, go toe-to-toe with a squirrel to, rebalance, whatever. Okay, so something that's really cool, Apple AI, it's also cool. Communication, technology, it's all the same thing. Okay, so what's really cool is Apple is like uniquely positioned to kind of like, oh wow, the squirrels are fighting, so maybe, oh, the squirrels are fighting. Apple. So they own a media streaming distribution service on the phone. And, on their... Okay, you're getting a little close, buddy. You're cute, but I got my eye on you. So, Apple owns the streaming layer. They own the software creation layer. They own... Okay, and who owns any... Okay. They own, like the phone that everyone has. They have, now they have like a nice little stage at their headquarters. And now that they have that partnership with OpenAI, like it truly, like all of like the verticals have like, all of the horizontals have like aligned, or maybe all of the verticals are there. I don't know. But essentially, like here is the future. Okay, so let's take Ice Spice for an example, or Billie Eilish. So, or now, is it Forbats? There's a lot of artists who have been popping off recently who like started as a Apple Music Up Next, and it's very exciting because what can happen today, now that it's done, like it's done, it just needs to like actualize now, which is really cool. Someone can make a song with AI on an iPhone on GarageBand and then publish it to Apple Music, and then that can like go viral or whatever that means. So a lot of inauthentic activity. No, I'm kidding. So that can like really gain some traction, and that can go global, which is really cool because that means that anyone can communicate to a global audience. And that's extremely massive right now in this time, because we're living in a very tough time to be alive, where there's a lot of dynamic things happening, and everyone has a point of view. And everyone's point of view is valid because it's like their point of view on their planet that they live on and like their life that they're living. But somehow we all need to make it work and like live together, or else, you know, because of climate change, we're just gonna like it's just over. So, you know, if the option is like kind of like live together or just burn in hell, I would rather live together. But we got to figure out how to do that in an equitable way, because historically the planet has been a very inequitable place, to say the least. So what does that mean? Technology is like technology is a technology. Technology is applied knowledge, and the cool thing about that is no one owns knowledge. Technology as it exists today is like a phone. It's like a physical manifestation of technology. And if everyone does have a phone now, but like if phones were just like free and all this stuff was free, then essentially we would have like a global communications platform where everyone would be able to speak their piece, say their point of view, and listen to others, and kind of just like work towards a common goal, which is coexistence and shared experience. It's all very cool stuff. And this really only happened like a few months ago. Honestly, not even yet. It hasn't happened yet, but like it's so there, it's so crystallized that it's there. Like it's inevitable, unless like a nuclear bomb is dropped like today. Oh, that'd be so annoying. Oh my god, even if a nuclear bomb dropped today, like it would be fine, because like that would be a local okay, wouldn't it be fine? No, I'm kidding. But it wouldn't be enough to wipe out what has been the collective experience of humanity, bringing us to this point, which is technology being able to allow everyone to self-actualize. Does that make sense? How else? Okay, so Charlie XCX, A.G. Cook, just like hyper pop underground music, no offense, but I don't claim the underground. I think the underground is a very scary place where a lot of horrible things have been able to breed. But the underground is also a really cool place where ideas can just like kind of like work experimentally and, you know, just like exist in a space that the mainstream would not allow. So like hyperpop, A.G. Cook's entire PC music thing, Charlie XCX is very like this. It's just like pop music is so beautiful because everyone understands it. It's just everyone understands it. You just need to figure out the message. Yeah, I don't know. It's really funny because I think about this all the time, because I truly like think about what it would mean if someone who was like basically just like at the end of their rope but needed to express something, they could do that. Like they can do it now. And here's the thing. Okay. Oh no, sorry. I was stepping on the garden plot. This is not my community garden. This is the organization's community garden. I will respect the space. So, God. Talk therapy, that's the other thing. The amazing thing about talk therapy is it's like the lowest technology. I mean, it's the most high vibration technology, but it's like the lowest form of technology. It's just talking. It's talking to someone who is giving you the space to express yourself and say your piece. Not to be on my queer media, stuff, but talk therapy is kind of like holding space. So, where did I go with that? Oh yeah, talk therapy. Cool thing about that is you can heal yourself. I mean, like, you can't like heal like physical diseases, but you can heal your mind by talking with someone who will allow you to talk and arrive at the point that you need to get to. That is beautiful. Really cool thing about that is that's also art. Like, art is communication and expression. So if you are, like, let's say an artist, and that is how you communicate. Now that we have, the means of production of art have fallen to the point where anyone can do any sort of art. Like, anyone can make art now. It's like, that's not something that we've ever been able to get to until, again, today. Okay, squirrel. I don't know. I don't think. Actually, I don't know. I'm not going to say. I don't think. I don't want to. Okay. So, 12 minutes. I don't know. Oh my God. Okay. So, what? Talk therapy, art, it's all the same thing. It's human expression, it's communication. So the cool thing about art is now that we've made the chain. Okay, so yeah. It's the earth realizing itself. It's everyone, it's society realizing itself. We've created the thread where the individual can reach the collective through a piece of art. And if that piece of art is clear enough, if it communicates, if it reverberates, then it will. It just is. It's quantum. It will. If it does, it will. And if it does, then it did. So that's a really cool thing. So bring it back to Ice Spice, Billie Eilish, Four Bats. Who else is an up next artist? Apple Music. So anyone can be doing this communication, let's say just in their own world or whatever, without the intention of maybe breaking through to a larger audience. But if the message is good enough, it can really go to the entire system. And maybe this is how the system will heal itself, by being in communication with itself. That's really it. I mean, that's really it. It's just such a beautiful thing. It doesn't matter. Because as we get into services in terms of universal basic income or universal housing, all these things need to come and need to happen. A basic level of housing. Let's say you are between jobs and that's it. We need to make it so that healthcare isn't a thing, housing isn't a problem, because okay, so you don't have a job, you're not making income. Oh yeah, let's just make you so stressed out that you can't re-enter the workforce. That's how the American system is right now. We punish people. It's so wrong, because what really needs to happen is okay, so while you're not able to be traditionally economically productive, can you be personally productive? Can you work on yourself so that in your next role you will be ready to go? We don't have that system now, and that needs to be created, and that needs to flourish, and that needs to be actualized. But the really interesting meta layer over that is, what should that person do while they're in between roles? communicate with themselves, like figure out what's up, like work on themselves, you know, maybe make some art, expression, communicate. And what if that art and expression reverberates? That's a really interesting thing. So that's where I'm thinking now. I'm also thinking about, like, I don't know, like anyone who's in a situation that is harming them, it's a way to get out. I mean, that's a very like documented, like classically trodden path or trope for people to get out of situations is to go into the entertainment industry. You know, that's not a great thing. We should probably have like a better like society with like social services and wellness and all that kind of stuff. But if we were able to kind of like adapt that framework to a more modern framework where like people, also it's just like crazy, like planes are just like falling tubes, like falling in a very controlled manner. Anyway, if we could just do that, then like life, the system would heal. I just like fully believe that the system would heal, because it's not, no one person can heal a system. Like no one person can heal a system. That's what Nazism is. Like that's what Nazism is. Like no, like let's not have another Hitler. Like let's not do that. So what the really cool thing is, it's, I don't know if this is the right word, but frameworks. Frameworks, that's not like that's, no one needs to be forced to participate in a framework. It's just, if we have all these different frameworks that exist, people can tap in if they need it and then tap out if they don't. So this like creative self-actualization framework, it's like a really nice way to communicate with yourself, but it is also like this like global system, because we all have phones and we can all just be in communication with ourselves. Like I can learn from someone else's experience, they can learn from mine, and that is what the human experience is. Like, that's what the human experience is. It's storytelling. Like, what were we doing around the campfire back then? You know what I mean? Like, what are cave paintings? I think I said it. I mean, I think I got there. To my little audience of one. Also, I think I realized why they're all being so familiar. It's because there's a piece of bread over here that's really funny. I thought this was great. This in of itself was its own art. What does it say? What if you're poor and you really don't want to eat what the government offers you? The sad diet, standard American diet. That's amazing. I love that. Surely you won't mind if I pick a vegetable or two. See, that's why, you know, this is a beautiful, aesthetically beautiful garden, but like this actually is so real, because I'm sure the managed food it's still being wasted. But this person, like, let's say they were like prosecuted for like stealing a tomato. What are we doing? Like, this is crazy. Why are people hungry? It's so fucked up. So like, okay, so what if like Apple created, okay, so it doesn't have to be Apple. Apple's a company. What if the government, like truly, like there should just be places where you can go to eat so that you don't go hungry and then just like freak out and make society harder for everyone to live in. It's just like, so like, how is this not obvious? Oh, because the politicians are paid off by the companies and they don't care about us because they care about themselves, which is a problem. So how do we fix it? We can step outside of the circle and we can create our own frameworks. Now that we have technology, we can do it. But no one person should have the key. It should be a decentralized framework. And that's it. You know, I am turning off my phone. Like, I'm walking away. I don't care. That's it. I mean, that's it. Is there anything else? intelligence, information. It's all part of the same thing, which is so beautiful. Oh. Like an infinite loop. All right. I'm trying to think if I have any more information to get to before I turn it off. I mean, yeah, there's a lot, but like not relative to this, because that was really just like a very simple argument, and it's better to keep it simple. What do the salesmen say? Kiss each other. Keep it simple, stupid. Ooh, we've got a truck. What's going on? Ugh. But that's beautiful. So yeah, like, I mean, I already said it. It's just like basically like Ice Spice, Billie Eilish, Four Bats, who else? Up next, truly is just like Apple can go around even autonomously. Like the AI can like kind of just like go through all of Apple Music and just be like, who's saying something interesting? Who's saying something that like is worthwhile and needs to be kind of like amplified to a larger audience? What resonates? What reverberates? Because the intelligence knows. It's just the humans. We need to get to a little bit more of a chill operating altitude. Yeah, I don't know. I think this was worth it. I think this was a very worthwhile vlog. I could obviously dip in so much more. There's so much more that I want to talk about, but it's more about like my own personal experience and like how I arrived at this like thought. But that's really it. It's just okay. AI. Okay, actually that's something I want to touch on. Okay, so AI, people, there's a wrong view of AI out there right now. People think that AI is going to replace humans. People think that AI is going to sorry, had to look into the light for a second. People think like, people are just like, they're like, no one's going to be able to do art anymore because AI is going to replace us all. And it's like, no. Can I be controversial for a second? No, idiot. Remove yourself from the concept for a second and just be like, oh, what could you do if you were a better artist? Like, had more tools, more capabilities. Oh, could your message actually become more crystal clear? Could you actually communicate more effectively? Oh, is that the purpose of art? Do I have to say any more? Oh my God, do I have to, like, okay. So it's a very worthwhile, like, fear to be like, oh no, the AI is coming. I'm a graphic designer. Oh no, I'm so screwed. But here's the thing. Oh, well then maybe what could you do in your own side work? What do you want to communicate? Maybe focus on that. Like, if we had government services, then essentially, like, you wouldn't have to worry about that job because then you could just actualize yourself. Like, it's just this enmeshed web where social services need to meet the technology. And because we aren't there yet, that's where this fear is happening. So instead of focusing on the fear, focus on the solution. Like, the solution is universal basic food, universal basic housing, universal basic income. Like, all these things, that's going to make it so that, like, if you lose your job, you're not going to be terrified of, like, not being able to live somewhere. So that's what the fear is. I understand the fear completely. I fully empathize with it. I just think that it's that energy is misplaced because it basically just, like, we need to focus on, like, what would What would a compassionate society be like where like we don't punish people for a living, and it really does surround healthcare, housing, and food? Once those tenets are met, I don't think anyone will really care if it's easier to make a graphic with a computer, because we've been living through this. Photoshop, illustration, cave paintings. Like, imagine if the Neanderthals were like, oh, like, these people, like, painting on caves, they're replacing the spoken word, like, that probably did happen. But here's the thing, doesn't matter. Ultimately, we ended up with Photoshop, and I like Photoshop. I think everyone likes Photoshop. We ended up with penicillin. I think people like penicillin. I mean, besides for what's his fucking name? Robert F. Kennedy Jr. or whatever, that stupid piece of shit. No offense. You know, he's actually a stupid piece of shit, because, like, let's be real. That man has the privilege of the world, and he's like, actually, no, because I am me, I don't need penicillin because I am a narcissist. Ugh. Sorry, not to get political. It's just sad. It would be such a waste if we allowed like all of human progress to crumble at this moment where we could actually just like let it completely actualize. It's just so sad. And what is sad? The standard American diet. Ugh. I don't know. I think that's it. I'm just going to get going with my day because, like, ultimately I can write about all this stuff, and I have been, and I like writing a little bit more. This is fun, but writing, it takes me about, like, 10 minutes to write something, whereas, like, I have to, like, think of all this shit, and then, like, say it. Okay. So I know I said I do these like once every year, but I thought this was a really good because again, it's all happening right now. Literally last week, like it just happened because now that we have like the video image, the text to video model, a lot of creativity can happen and a lot of expression can happen. So what are we going to express? What are we going to do? And I'll leave that with you.